Welcome to Sputnik magazine.
Benjamin Blower's music is not easy to categorise. He describes it as apocalyptic cowboy music, and I think that does the job. With an uncompromisingly lo-fi musical ethic and a thoroughly thought-through raison d'etre, he's been a popular figure in the South Brum live music scene for some years now, and Isaiah P Beagle caught up with him to see what makes him tick.
I'm glad to be here with Benjamin Blower.
I'm glad to be here too, Isaiah. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Why do you make music?
I began making music in the late 90s. Soon afterwards, me and my friends abandoned our serious rock bands and decided to do a side project. And I think when we were doing our side project, the reality was we weren't trying to impress people anymore. We weren't trying to be anything in particular. We were just doing what we wanted to do. And I think maybe the moral of the story is that you'll never be a blessing to people while you're trying to impress them. I think the second big turning point for me was in my early 20s. I had my crossroads experience, which was partly to do with feeling a spiritual affinity with my people. I think I'd always wanted to distance myself from any notion of Britishness and do my own thing and be my own thing. But I had a revelation, if you will, about my people, that my people are my people and I'm one of them, and that their sins are my sins and their virtues are my virtues. So I think from that point onwards, my music took a very outward-looking focus. My music became sort of an open letter to my people.
Non-Christians don't seem to be alienated by your music. Why?
I think part of the reason is conviction. None of what I'm talking about is an act, as it were. I really mean it, so it doesn't look like I'm trying to put something on for people. I think hopefully people believe me. Whether they agree with me is another thing, I don't know, but hopefully they believe me. The core of the issue for me is love and compassion. My music is very testy and confrontational and angry, and I think people realise that that's coming from a place of genuine compassion for where we're at as a people.
Why do you think other Christian bands alienate non-Christians?
Perhaps controversially would contest the manner in which a lot of Christian bands believe what they're saying. You can believe what you're saying, that 2 + 2 = 4, but that can remain a very abstract concept, and I think it's quite different to believing what you're saying in terms of God as alive and present in the thick of everyday human life, and the big and the little things, the good things and the bad things about everyday human life being genuinely important. I think for a lot of people, the kind of faith they sing about doesn't really touch on the experience of everyday human life.
Well, as you can see, Benjamin's a pretty interesting chap. So interesting, in fact, that poor Isaiah's got to get back in his little car and do a second interview with him, which we'll put up shortly. For now though, that should give us more than enough to chew over, so thanks a lot, Mr. Blower.